So we'll do it the same format we did yesterday. I'll tell you what we know, kind of what the status is, what we're trying to do. Then after I give that information dump, we'll try to answer as many questions as we have answers for. And keep in mind that the whole situation changes by the time I get back across. They're going to tell me, okay, we've got this done, we've got that done. Currently where we're at, it's not raining. The river has not gone back up. But what we are finding that's given us a lot of pause is a lot of the infrastructure damage that we didn't necessarily know before. I'll give you one example that impacts you directly. The one land route that we have out over the 5th Avenue Bridge, well, that bridge is still there, but it's not necessarily connected to the banks on either side. A huge amount of washout around the footings. CDOT has declared it unsafe. We're currently waiting for one of their structural engineers. Manny Vasquez and his crew have dump trucks loaded with boulders and riprap and a loader in place to fortify that bridge as soon as they get an engineer here for the proper qualifications, Scott. To tell them where to put that stuff to support it, protect it, and make it viable. With that said, that's the only access we have across. So we are limiting that to ATVs, UTVs, pedestrians, lightweight. We've got it closed to vehicular traffic because every car that goes across is maybe a little movement, maybe one more chance we lose that bridge. I know there were some neighborhood people trying to be proactive, come up with another way out across the old 2nd Avenue Bridge. While that bridge might still be there, it is connected by a single piece of metal. There is no bridge foundation under it at either end. I would not walk my children across it. Even though you're stuck over here, you're better off than swimming down the river with the bridge. You will notice I have not had cops to put at any of these places to add common sense because we don't have any more of those. Here's a kind of an overview for you right now. 6 counties along the Front Range have been declared disaster areas due to this flood event. Boulder County is just one of them. Lyons is a microcosm of that. This particular neighborhood is probably in much better condition than the rest of the town and the area. I know that doesn't sound from your perspective. We have food that we're bringing in. You and the other isolated neighborhoods are the only ones that will still be supplied as we need to with food and water. The town proper has been informed that they have an access to evacuate by car. They need to take advantage of that because we're not bringing them any more supplies. This side of the river, especially as we tell you not to drive on that bridge, we will continue and we will increase bringing over supplies as they're needed. That is not to say you will have an overabundance. Water is a key issue. We talked about that yesterday. You need to be rationing whatever water you have and whatever water you have access to, because while we will bring it to you as we get it, there is not an infinite supply. We're competing with every other disaster area for bottles of water. Currently, we've transitioned to what we call a Type 2 incident management team. Basically, that means the county has told the governor that we can no longer supply this at a local level. So we have FEMA representatives on site. We have a 80-man FEMA search and rescue team that are out going to every single house. We have told them they don't need to come to this neighborhood yet because it's relatively unimpacted by the flood waters. We know we have an isolation issue and a supply issue, and we're going to meet that specifically to the level of life, safety, and health. Comfort does not enter into that. I know everybody is reaching that point where your frustration level's getting high, you're tired, you're dirty, you're not happy, and I understand that 100%. Because we're also tired, dirty, and not happy.